filmmaking in itself can be considered a language. To do complete justification to a script, the selection of characters has to be apt.
You're an errand boy, sent by grocery clerks to collect the bill.
The setup or the art should be right, and more so, the location has to be bang on. If you end up overseeing even one of these, the authenticity and the believability of the film gets affected.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Today at Simbly Curious, we are going to talk about those 10 Hollywood films which were based in India. We are not going to talk about those films which shot some portions of the film in India, like MI4, but those films which, even though were not completely shot in India, India was an integral part of the plot.
How did he do that? Indian magic.
Now let's get on with the top 10. Number 10, Temple of Doom. Indiana Jones 2 did bring nightmares to many in the US, but in India, the film was wildly criticized. As Steven Spielberg portrayed India as a land of snake charmers, black magic and superstitions, and only that. Whatever the case may be, the film was a big hit and India was the integral part of the plot. Thus the entry, but due to the bad portrayal of India, the rank.
You don't believe me. You will, Dr. Jones.
Number 9, Octopussy. This film was the 13th entry in the James Bond series and was one of the most loved films.
I'm Octopussy, and you are James Bond, 007 License to Kill.
Roger Moore plays James Bond, and in this adventure, the case takes 007 to India. Here is where he gets to meet the film's main antagonists, Khan and Gobindo, and he takes them down with ample help from the tennis legend Vijay Amritraj, as Vijay is MI6's Indian ally.
This is Bond at his best, hitting an all-time high in Octopussy. Step on it!
Number 8, Bhavani Junction. This movie released in 1956 and is the film adaptation of the 1954 novel with the same title.
Bhavani Junction, the book that became a sensation with its revealing story of modern India.
This movie is a love story of not just between the protagonists, but with the main female lead character and her beloved country, India. The film starred Ava Gardner and Stuart Granger.
Is that the silence of criticism or contempt?
I'm trying to remember the exact section of the Army Act we've just broken.
Well, why bother between us? We've broken a lot.
Though the protagonist's love for India is an integral part of the script, ironically, the film was never shot in India, but rather in England and in Pakistan.
Strikingly filmed in Eastman color with a cast of thousands with riots and mob fury, Bhavani Junction comes to the screen as timely as today's headlines.
Number 7, Elephant Boy. This Rudyard Kipling story about an elephant boy became a major hit all over the world. This 1937 British film was directed by Robert Flaherty, who was a renowned documentary filmmaker. This film, which was about the jungles of India, made Sabu, a small boy from Mysore, the first Indian international star. Number 6, Lion. The real story of an Indian boy who gets lost in the crowd, gets adopted by an Australian couple, and his journey to find his old family after 20 years is told in the most delicate way possible.
I always thought that I could keep this family together.
I need you, Saru.
What if you do find home and they're not even there? And you just keep searching?
I don't have a choice.
This movie has India at its heart and emotions as its backbone. The film was an award magnet and got several awards, including many Academy Award nominations. Number 5, The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. This comedy became a big hit in the UK. The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel follows a group of British retirees who decide to outsource their retirement to less expensive and seemingly exotic India.
Welcome to the best exotic Marigold hotel.
There's an Indian in there.
Only to find out that the hotel was not even close to what they had pictured or what had been described in the ads. What happens next forms the story, with some brilliant acting from Judi Dench, Maggie Smith, among others, made this one of the biggest success stories in recent times.
How can you bear this country? What do you see that I don't?
The light, colors, smiles. All life is here.
Number 4, Slumdog Millionaire. Winner of 8 Academy Awards, this feel-good film did showcase India as a poor nation, dirty, filthy, and very low on hygiene. But what it did was ironically propagate Bollywood films abroad, which it didn't try to. This increased travel percentage to India by 30% to the surprise of many and put Indian cinema and gave many Indian talents like Rahman, Anil Kapoor, Irfan Khan, Dev Patel, etc. an international platform to showcase their talents.
Doctors, lawyers never get beyond 16,000 rupees. He's on 10 million. What can our slumdog possibly know?
We went on the show because I thought she'd be watching. She's my destiny.
Number 3, The Rain Scheme. Nominated for 6 Academy Awards, this film is about a love story in India. An American woman falls in love with an Indian. She comes to India to seduce him, but after a devastating earthquake and flood in Ranchipur, she dedicates her life to help the people in need. This was indeed a well-shot film, with the flood and earthquake scenes being the highlight of the film. Ironically, American actors played Indian characters as well, and though the film is based in India, the shooting happened in the confined sets of the studio with very little shoot actually happening in India. Number 2, Passage to India. A Passage to India is master director David Lean's final film and is considered as one of his greatest works, alongside Lawrence of Arabia and The Bridge on the River Kwai. The story is set in the pre-independence era in India and is hailed as one of the best depictions of India by a Western country.
Intriguing, irresistible, exotic. A land of painful paradox and magnificent splendor.
David Lean captures India in all its beautiful glory and at the same time takes a shot at the British Raj over the Indians. A brilliant film.
I have had 25 years' experience in this country and I've never known anything but disaster result when English and Indians attempt to be intimate.
Number 1, Gandhi. No surprises there, I guess. Gandhi is Richard Attenborough's best work till date. It is Ben Kingsley at his best. The film was shot with such brilliance that every single frame takes the film up a notch towards greatness.
In this cause, I too am prepared to die. There is no cause for which I am prepared to kill. I want to change their minds, not kill them for weaknesses we all possess.
Whether it was Satyagraha or the violent riot, it was taken with such authentic flavor, there is no denying that it is easily the best film taken based in India.
It went on and on into the night. Whatever moral ascendancy the West held was lost here today.
The film did skip many aspects of Gandhi's life, but still stands tall as one of the best biographical tales ever told on celluloid. What do you think of this list? Do you agree with us? Please do write to us if we have missed any film. There is a part 2 for this topic as well. If you really liked it, don't shy away from the like button and the share button. And if you want us to work on any topics, do write to us at simblychuma@gmail.com.